So you know what this background music means, right? Okay, so what a fun, exhausting weekend it's been on Twitter. There's Quantum Break Gate, Phil Spencer backtracking yet again, Sony seemingly upsetting their fans with PlayStation 4K, PlayStation VR concerns, accusations of Xbox One media bias. Yeah, people have been flipping their lids, having Twitter meltdowns, and fanboys crying so much salt, the weather anchors believe snow is falling. This is gonna be fun. Don't go anywhere. Now there's a reason why we've got the Order 1886 footage in the background of this video. One of Ready at Dawn's most finest visual masterpieces. And it's a good game as well. It's not amazing, it's a good game. So the problem is, this game literally got shitted on by most in the media. And Xbox fans, they called it an interactive movie. They did their best to discredit it, saying the borders are not, causing the game not to be true 1080p. They made such a big deal of the resolution. And now we have the likes of, Quantum Break coming in at 720p without the borders, but 720p nevertheless. I'm sure the Order 1886 could have been 900p with a full screen, or 720p with a full screen, but they chose to go the cinematic way. They wanted it to look like you were watching, a cinematic movie and playing it at the same time, which is, in my opinion, they achieved it. So this is the reason why the Order 1886 footage is in the background, and in my personal opinion, the Order 1886 is visually superior to the Quantum Break. Marginally, but it is visually superior. That's my opinion. And you know what I find comforting? I find comforting that an opinion does not require your approval. It's still an opinion nevertheless. And a lot of you don't hold your own opinion, which is a sheepish shame. Going by other people's experiences without even touching these games. Game trailer junkies. Addicted to let's play videos. A lot of you don't even play these games. You sit through them like movies, yet have the gall to cast empty opinions on what you have seen but never played. I see no value in your Twitter comments. You're not what I would describe as gamers. You're nothing more than YouTube viewers. You're just not qualified to talk. So I'm going to address the real gamers in the room. And if you don't know who you are, it's because you allowed others to shape and influence your thoughts. When you lose them, you find yourself. Quantum Break reviews, they're coming in. One I took particular attention to. The very much respected British newspaper reviewed and described Quantum Break, and I quote, "a costly and unrepeatable mistake." End of quote. The Guardian newspaper gave it 2 out of 5. Now I've seen 4 out of 10s, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 8, 9, and perfect 10s from some, let's say, questionable outlets. Look, if you're a genuine gamer and not a closet fanboy and you think it's a 10, then more power to you. I won't challenge that. That is your opinion and I can respect it. But some are scoring the game 10 out of 10 or 100 out of 100 in a desperate attempt to get their preferred platform of choice, the Xbox One, to outclass PlayStation 4's highest Metacritic scoring game. Their motives are absolutely pathetic. Imagine some gamers are so idiotic that they call for some of these game outlets to be closed down, so staff lose their jobs, all because Quantum Break did not score to their approval. Let me tell you, I played and completed Quantum Break with a friend 2 days ago. We took it in turns and honestly, I had mad fun. It's stunning to look at, but was over far too quickly for my liking. If I remember correctly, I believe it took us about 5 hours, 26 minutes or something on our first playthrough. Now, is it worth $60? Nope. but neither was the Order 1886, which I should add is a tinsy bit longer than Quantum Break. It took me around 6 hours plus to finish the Order 1886 on my first playthrough. Then I had to play it another 3 times to platinum it without using guides. So you're paying the equivalent of $10 per an hour for these stunning looking games, but ultimately short-lived. Quantum Break, much like the Order 1886, will likely be significantly reduced in price in the coming weeks as people flock to trade it in once they have finished it and seen everything. No, I don't care how you feel about it. It is my opinion. But honestly, Infamous Second Son is a better game than both Quantum Break and the Order 1886 in terms of gameplay. And Infamous Second Son actually looks better than Quantum Break in many places too. Infamous Second Son is an open world game compared to Quantum Break's linear story-led gameplay. Honestly, go back and play Infamous Second Son. You may notice just how close Quantum Break's enemies resemble Infamous Second Son's enemies. They even teleport the same. And how unfairly was Infamous Second Son treated upon its reviews? So you're going to scream media bias? Stay with me on this. People actually have Twitter meltdowns over Sony releasing upgraded hardware too soon. Well then, don't upgrade. It's easier than getting out of bed on a cold winter's morning. You literally don't have to do anything regarding not purchasing a PlayStation 4 upgrade. Stick it out with your regular PlayStation 4. Sony won't abandon it. They've got good track record. PlayStation 2's last game just got turned off the servers the other day. That's 16 years after its launch, and you're going to tell me you're starting to worry about Sony? Please, give it a break. I just don't understand. You know, it's easier than taking a breath. That's how sodding easy it is to get over the PlayStation 4 upgrade. You don't have to buy it, but maybe that's just too easy. I mean, if people followed my method of carefreeness, what the duck would they complain about? I mean, I made this video because I feel we should discuss this. This is something we should talk about, because this is perpetual. It's on both sides. Xbox fanboys and PlayStation 4 fanboys fighting over inanimate objects, idolizing. It's like they're worshipping the box instead of enjoying the games. It's not a confusing concept to grasp. I mean, I really enjoy both the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One's quote-unquote exclusive offerings because I am a gamer. It's why I support both platforms with my hard-earned money, just like a lot of you genuine gamers out there. Again, it's not a confusing concept. Now, some are even threatening to leave PlayStation for another platform, like the embassy is going to call them and negotiate. Nobody doesn't care what platform you go to. You're not that important. Now, Snoop Dogg threatens to leave Xbox over PlayStation because of Xbox Live issues. Well, people pay attention to that. But you, seriously? No one cares where you go, dude. Find a bridge and get over yourself. I mean, if you really feel that way about it, you should game on other platforms. I really agree, you should. But you'll run into the same problems wherever you go. Hashtag Trap House. And you know, don't even get me started on the whole resolution gate thing, because you know, there's this rumor knocking around on Twitter, it's gaining a lot of traction, that the Gears 4 multiplayer beta is going to be running at 720p. Now, I feel like there's a lot of hypocrisy here, because Xbox fanboys are actually not making much of a comment about this. They're being very quiet about 720p. And I feel like for all the BS about Uncharted 4's multiplayer at 900p and the Killzone Shadowfall court case, and then you have the likes of Titanfall, Star Wars Battlefront, Quantum Break, and allegedly Gears 4 multiplayer, all running at 720p. You're not fashionable if you don't see this is a trend. Now, in all seriousness, once Gears 4 releases, I can see the single player portion running at 1080p 30 frames per second, and multiplayer maybe 720p 900p at a push, running hopefully at 60 frames per second. Problem is with you YouTubers and you commenters, you have no credibility nor integrity, and without credibility and integrity, I just don't get how many YouTubers can survive. It's like people want to be bullshitted and have their intelligence mocked. And it's really difficult for me to watch YouTubers sucking up and brown-nosing developers, platform holders, and people in the industry in general, all while pretending to be for the gamer. You know, I have some premium quality urine for sale. Yeah, premium quality urine. Yeah, you heard that correctly. I have some high grade urine for sale. Since some of you Billy Butthurts, self-proclaimed gamers, seem to love taking the piss out of yourselves. So I'll save you the trouble. Buy your urine from me so you can really take the piss in a high quality way. Now, I don't offer refunds, so if you're not satisfied with your purchase, I guess you've just flushed your money down the toilet. Goodbye.
Regardless, I will not wish this life on my children.